Hey guys, it is episode 170, I believe, of the Cat Lady podcast. My name is Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's two T's. I said it again. I'm trying not to call it a podcast, but I did anyways. CATT, which stands for Craft All the Things. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. I'm primarily a crafty, fibery, knitting, spinning, crochet related channel. I currently am really into crochet, so you see a lot of that lately. But I dabble in other things here and there. This is my craft dungeon that is still not done cleaning, but at least I can sit near, so, because it was like I couldn't even sit near, so. I don't know what else to say, so I'm just gonna move on. Usually I record snippets throughout the week and then I piece them all together and post on Fridays. It is currently already Wednesday. My kids are home for the summer and they don't go to day camp until usually Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's really hard to record when they're home. So here I am. So I didn't record earlier this week. But I have some things to share. So I've worked on my Hexie cardigan. So this is pretty much a duplicate of my original Hexie cardigan I made. I had a friend that said she wanted one. We still haven't kind of worked anything out, but I figured I'm going to make it anyways because I got the yarn and I'll either keep it or give it away or sell it or something. I'll figure out something to do with it. But it is now officially a cardigan. So it's super cute. I don't know, I almost like it better than mine. Just the color progress. I don't know, they're both about the same. I think mine started with this orangey color, maybe? I don't even remember. But I'm still attached to two balls of yarn because I have both sleeves going here. Because I need to add the length to the sleeves. Right now it's kind of a short sleeve, which is kind of cute. I don't know. So I need to talk to her to see if she still wants this or not. If I just want to, like, what does the sleeve length want to look like, you know? The length is good. It's like almost like a cropped jacket. I still need to add the trim. I don't like how this curves. Mine does it too. So to hit it with the steamer and see if that flattens it out. The back's really cute. You kind of piece the two together. I do like the white in the back. I think that's cute. So yeah, this is Bernat Pop yarn in Kitchen Kitsch. It is, the pattern is by Kelsey Passionate Knits. I'll link, I still haven't done show notes for last week, but I will hopefully get everything up. If I run out of time, it's so much easier just to upload from my phone, but then it doesn't like import in all the information, and then it's hard to put show notes in on my phone, but it's like so much easier to upload the video, so, you know, I gotta go back. It's in my Crazy Cat Lady bag. I have two of these from Joann's like a million years ago, but it's kind of funny because I feel like this one like matches the project, so, and it's nice and big. So that. And I am working on a test knit project, which I hate working on test knit projects, but I do it and I don't regret it, but it's like, all I think about is like, oh God, I gotta work on this. Oh God, I gotta work on this. And this is currently attached to 3 strands of yarn because I was working on 3 different parts to see where I was going. It is a little snug, but it's supposed to be snug because it's supposed to stretch and be meshy. So you don't want it like loose. So I have a sleeve here that as soon as I get down to like my elbow, then I need to start increasing it to be like a bell sleeve. So then I have my other sleeve that I had started just to make sure we were still doing what we're doing. And then I attached the body part from the other. So I have 2 skeins of yarn here. Coming from 2 ends is a sleeve, this sleeve and the body. The other skein is the sleeve. So it's a hot mess in here. So, but I'm working on getting this sleeve done. Then I will work on this sleeve and then it'll be a cool like sleeves thing. And then I'll work on the body. It's complicated because you're making it to fit and it's like, okay, so it's not like real explicit design sizing. So it's like, okay, if you want to make increases for your bust, go ahead and do it now. Well, I don't know if I'm going to need increases for my bust, so I feel like it's like I'm going to get there and I'm going to have to rip back to put in an increase or something, which isn't a huge deal, but it is slow going for me. It's called Don't Mesh With My Heart by Sunflower Rays. Is that her Instagram name? Again, I will put her Instagram handle in the. I don't think I have her name on here, do I? Oh, by Sanchia Gray, Sunflower Rays. Yes. Okay. I will put her Instagram handle in the description. Obviously, there's no link to the pattern because it is being written, and you can follow her on Instagram to see progress in her finished design. I'm using Karen Simply Soft. Pattern called for a sport DK. This is kind of like a light worsted heavy DK. But again, you're doing everything kind of on your own measurements, so it's fine. I did cast on with a G, which I think was a little too tight, so it's like the same. I'm having the same issue where I had with my collar, where it's like it was a foundation single, so it's nice and loose at the top, but then it gets kind of tight. So I ended up switching to an H as I go, which is not really noticeable, but it's been easier to work with the H hook. So that's that. Working on that. It's due in August, so I know I have time, but I just want to get it done because I don't like having things on the deadline. So you're going to see a lot of that. But then I said I needed to cast on my Baby Yoda, right? And I was like, okay, well, I have until the end of August, roughly, because I want to give it to the security guard at the day camp. But today, he gave me this. So he knits, and he makes these, and this is what he does. He just makes these little washcloths. And what he does is he uses the scrubby, like the Red Heart scrubby, and a regular yarn. I don't know if it's cotton or what. It's probably a cotton yarn. And holds them double and knits them. And he knits on tiny, like 9-inch it looked like from what I could tell. So, what was I getting at? Anyways, I gave him this purple scrubby because I had it sitting on my shelf forever. I had a skein that was like broken into 3 different balls because I tried to put it through my AliExpress and it did not work well. And I had a second color. So I gave him to him, just said, hey, I'm never going to use this. And so today he gave me this and I was like, oh. So I really need to get Baby Yoda going and see if I can even do it. So right now, as soon as I leave this, I'm going to sit down and see what I can do. And I still got to order safety eyes. But maybe I'll make the robe first, just, I don't know. I got to look at the pattern. Because I think I can't do the head yet because I don't have safety eyes. Because I think you make the head, you got to stuff it, put the eyes in, and then continue with the body. It's all one piece. So I can't do that yet. But I could make the limbs, and I can make the robe, and order the safety eyes. And start the head, I guess. So I'm going to work on that, and then I'm going to work on the test knit. So that's all you're probably going to see. And it's only, I only got 2 more days to show you. So, but even for the next like week or 2, you're probably all you're going to see is test knit dress and Baby Yoda. Because I want to make 2 Baby Yodas, but I'm going to focus on 1 right now. Just because I have it, again, it's on a deadline. And that's it. So I will be back in tomorrow and see where we are. So I will try to mark where I left off on my dress. I've been bad at that lately. So, and then, yeah, eventually I need to work on these sleeves. I don't know what I need to do. I don't know. Again, I feel like I'm just going to mimic mine. And then if she wants it, she can have it. Or buy it or whatever. I don't know. So, I don't know. I'm overthinking. I do that a lot. So, I'm going to try not to overthink. And focus on Baby Yoda. And hopefully it doesn't make me want to stab myself with my crochet hook. So, even though it's not pointy enough. So, gouge myself. I don't. Okay, I'm done. I will see you next time. All right, I'll be back. Hey guys, it is Thursday and I'm here with a quick update on what I've been doing for the last 24 hours ish. Not really, I guess. So as of yesterday, I told you I was gonna start working on Grogu, and that became like drop everything and work on Grogu. Which, now my brain is like, oh my god, I gotta get back to my test knit. But I'm making some progress, and it's a pain in the butt, really. The amigurumis they're fiddly, they're small, they're really tight, because you gotta like crochet really tight stitches. So they kind of hurt your hands after a while, and all the pieces are all small, and of course I hate seaming and sewing everything together, so that's gonna be fun. But right now I'm waiting for the delivery of my safety eyes, which will be here tomorrow, hopefully, so that because I can't go any farther on the head and the body are one piece, so I have like most of the head done, and I need to get the eyes in there and then start stuffing it, and then I can work on the body and then attach all the pieces. But I will show you what I have. So I have the head started here. So I mean, look how stiff this thing is. It's like a hacky sack kind of. So, and I'm hoping, I mean, it is a little kind of, I don't know, hopefully it shapes well when I get the stuffing in there. I'm sure it'll be fine, hopefully. And then, so that's the head started, and then I got 2 little feet. So yeah, I gotta attach all these on. That's not gonna be fun. So 2 little feet with the toes. It took me a while to figure out the toes. The pattern is not great. It's a free pattern, so I mean, can't complain too much, but I can still complain. But it's not great. It's like written as if you really need to know what you're doing with crochet in general, and like crochet in general, because there's some things that they've just like completely skipped over that was like, hey, shouldn't this be? And there's some things that are just flat out like not wrong, but like there's a section that you start with stitches, and like with the foot here, you start with back loop only, because you get this little, let's see, this little ridge here to kind of keep it flat. But then she doesn't tell you to do back ridge only on the last half of it and in between, which you should, and I did, or back loop only. So little things like that. And like in some sections it'll say like chain 1 before you turn or whatever, and then it won't say it later, and then it's like, but that's what you need to do. So I don't know. I figured it out. I did a little bit of complaining and bothering of Adrienne, the reluctant knitter, because she's made this. The arms are, hopefully, they'll be fine. They'll be in a coat. But here's the arms. It's pretty much a foot that's made longer. So that's why it's a little weird. So I feel like there's a big palm area. I don't know. And like, yeah, does it, like, it's not going this way though, right? You're not putting it, I'm assuming I'm putting it on this way. I don't really know. I guess I'll have to look at pictures, but this way it looks better to me. Because this way, this arm looks okay compared to this one. I don't know. Like, I guess and maybe the stuffing in there. I don't know. I gotta look at pictures. I think I'll probably just put it on this way, because I like this way better. What am I doing? This way. And I gotta try to shove stuffing in there. Like, yeah, like, I don't know. And then I have the ears, which were the easiest part so far, because they were just some triangles. And then, yeah, you just kind of bend them in and sew them on to make the Yoda ears, Grogu ears. So those weren't so bad. So now I'm done for now. I have the robe, but I can't do the robe until I finish the body, because the stitch count is like completely off and my yarn's so different. And yeah, she should have just said like a measurement, because this is gonna be, I think this is too long, but it may not be, but I won't know until I get the body. So, because it needs to wrap around and kind of overlap a bit, so it might be fine. But this isn't the full amount of stitches. She wants me to cast on 50. I think I'm only at like 40. Something, I don't know. And I did again with me and my foundation, because they're so much easier than chaining and then double crocheting into the chain. If you just do it all at once, it's much easier, but it's a lot stretchier. So you might need less stitches for something like this. So that's the start of my coat. The pattern did call for like a size C. Actually, it was like in between, like a step below a C. It was like a, what was it, 2.5? Started with the C, which is 2.75, and that was not happening, so I've shifted up to an F. Again, I'm using different yarn. So, boy, yeah, C was not working. F was good. It's still really tight. I think I'm using a G for the robe, because she recommends stepping up to make it a more flowy, loose robe, which seems to be working. And yeah, so now I'm just on standby until safety eyes come tomorrow. So we'll see. I probably won't show you anything with him tomorrow, because I'm, I may not get him till later tomorrow, and I may not get a chance to work on him tomorrow. I don't know. So, but hopefully by next week he will be done. There's no way. And I've been using the head as a little basket to hold all his parts. So, yeah, so I had started the body, and then I'm still attached on this side. So I took from the other side to make all the pieces, which worked out okay. I don't like taking from the outside just because it's hard to pull the yarn, but it worked out. So I didn't have to like detach the yarn or anything. and I got to I didn't have to like stop. So I got most of it done. Really not looking forward to putting this thing together though. He's going to be pretty big though. I mean, if you look at his head, he's going to be a decent size. So that's kind of cool. And then I got to make another one for myself at some point, which will be fine. Now that I kind of done it once, and it really didn't take a ton of time. I mean, I spent a decent amount of time, but I didn't spend a ton of time. So all these loose ends for sewing. So there we have it. That's it. So now hopefully today, I got a million things to do today, laundry, whatever's. But I need to get back to my test knit. Hopefully I can get a few more. If I could get if I could get to the part where at least I start increasing for the sleeves, I guess that would be helpful, happy. I just feel like it's going really slow. So, yeah, so that's it. It's Grogu and test crochet. It's Grogu and test crochet. So that is all I'm working on. And I will come back tomorrow with one more quick wrap up and we'll be on our merry way. See you then. Hey guys, it's Friday, last clip of the week. Not a lot to update on. So like I said, I have two things I'm majorly working on. Little Grogu and the test crochet project. I've not received my safety eyes yet, so I have not gone anywhere with that. So that's supposed to come today, but via Amazon, so I don't know when it will come. But in other project news real quick, I did weave in, I sewed in some elastic. So I had this like random elastic thread. It's not really thread, it's kind of a thicker elastic, but we used it to try to attach David's hand to his face for our Comic-Con costumes that we never used. So I had this spool of kind of elastic. So I mean, you can kind of see the white in there. But yeah, that's keeping that on much better. So now it's kind of snuggly in there. So that works. So I have my water bottle. And it doesn't want to fall off when I pull the water bottle out. So that's good. So thank you to Kate who suggested the elastic. That was a good idea. And that was super easy. So I did work on my test knit a little bit. Boy, yeah, I definitely have had some errors with numbers and whatever, but that's the point of test knitting, so that I can help the design. And part of that was my error reading. But also things could maybe be clarified a little bit in the pattern to make sure I don't do that again. So, but here's one of my arms. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love the flared sleeve. So I'm working on the sleeve, but that's like super cute. So it's got this little bell sleeve. I don't know how far I'm going to flare it out, so I'm going to try it on. I just got to keep trying on. That's the one thing with test knits too. It's like, I guess all garments, you got to just keep trying them on. So it gets kind of annoying. But once I have that down, I have all my notes of how I did this, like how many rows, I can just knock out the second sleeve, hopefully, to make it match. Unfortunately, my stitch count is one off on this side than it is on this side. And this side's the right one. And this is the count it should be. One like repeat, so not like a stitch, but it's like a whole like little section, a little chain here. I have one extra chain that I'm supposed to, so I don't think it's gonna make a difference in the long run. When it comes to where I increase down here, I'll fudge it so it ends up being equal. As long as I'm keeping track of the equal amount of rows, I think I'll be fine. So like one row before I would increase, I don't know, I'll figure it out. I'm really good at like fudging patterns and winging things, so I will just do that. But in this moment, it's like really cute as like just a sleeve thing. I would never wear that like that, so I will work on the body. I think I'm going to do I will do an increase right off the bat here. I think I can just do an increase right away there. And I don't know, I got to figure that out. It's for the bust a little bit. I'll start with one and see where I am. I don't think I need a lot of increases because it does have some stretch, and it's supposed to stretch out because it's like mesh. So, but I'm going to work on that this weekend, and as well as little Grogu maybe. Well, I do want to knock this out. I also have the baby blanket to work on too. Everything needs to be done by August, and I know it's only mid-July. I have half a month, but everything needs to be done by August. Grogu needs to be done by the end of August because that's the end of camp. I would like to give it sooner, but I have until the end of August because then I don't go there anymore and I won't see him. Baby blanket, baby's due mid-August, I think. I don't know, so should get that done. test knit's done at the beginning of August. So this is like priority because it's due first. So I'm going to work on that. And once I feel like it's supposed to be a dress, but I can stop at a top. And I might stop at a top and photograph it. And then, I don't know. Because I thought maybe I could take some pictures of it as a top and then keep going as a dress. I guess I'll get to a top and see what I like. And I like dresses, though. I like dresses. So I hear the ice cream truck. Kids aren't home. The kids aren't home. They're at camp. So anyways, that's it. I'm going to stop and get this uploaded right now and see if I can get my notes up in for last week and respond to people who have commented in the last week or two because I've been really bad at doing all that stuff. So, oh, and speaking of like bad at doing things, I had my conversation with my friend about business stuff and it went really well. And we'll see what she comes up with. So next Friday, she's going to send me an email of like marketing strategies, I guess, and ideas of how to reignite, re-promote the business and have a functional business, essentially. So whether there are things I can actually follow through with, I don't know. If it's something that I need to hire her for, I don't know. I don't know what she charges and all that stuff either. So I don't know. These are all things. Of course, I would need to start dyeing yarn again too. So that's a thing. But then she's going to email Friday. I'm going to look over it and then we'll have a quick chat on Monday and that's it. I'm on my way. But I feel like I just need that extra kick of like, hey, try doing this and that and this and see what happens. And that's, because right now I'm just like, I don't even know what to do. So there we are. Here we are. So stay tuned for that. Hope everyone has a great weekend. And I hope you get to craft all the things.